Hard to tell.
I bet they're close. Watching us.
Hey! That's close enough. Artifact or no, I don't like the likes of you crashing our party.
Give it a rest, Alfred. We need all the goddamned help we can get.
Want me to shine your boots while I'm at it?
Easy. He's a bit on edge since the, incident.
A bit on edge my arse. Not that you'll give a triple shot damn. But we were ambushed by them bloody cultists. Bastards torched the pigsty we were staying in and made off with the Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate himself.
See? Help needed, help offered.
Yeah, I'm touched. If you're serious, go talk to his aide, Floric. She's inside, strategizing. Guess you need to be a goddamned counselor to get room and board around here.
Darkness forever.
Go safely.
Gods, what I wouldn't give to be back in the gate. Place like this makes you miss home, hey?
Can't chat. I need to reinforce the barricade.
Never thought I'd see the day Jaheira shows mercy to a true soul. Or whatever it is you are.
Let's head inside. There's food and warmth to spare.
Free as you are, this is no time for a natter. Head on into Last Light.
Take a stroll, have a drink. Enjoy them while you can.
How can I help?
True soul, I believe. How fortunate.
Yeah. There's more where that came from.
Looks like that Baldur ox made it through the shadows.
It's you. What are the odds? So glad you're all right. Well, as all right as any of us. A makeshift Harper's Fire might not be where I hope to set up shop. But maybe I've got something you... And if you find any interesting materials in need of working, I'm happy to help. I'll be here if you need anything else.
Greetings. Shook. You believe you can survive without me? As you say, do...
What's on your mind? I'd love to, thanks.
Karlach! I thought you'd be in the city by now. We were ambushed by cultists. Half of us were captured, the other half ran here.
Off the anvil into the forge. We'll find them. Hopefully.
Before you run off into the belly of the beast, there's something I need to tell you. Well, two things. Good news and bad news.
Ew, no! Good news, please, my good man.
I only need one more piece of infernal iron to craft an insulating chamber that can make it possible for Karlach to...
Touch people!
Exactly!
Oh my god. It's really happening. It's been so long! So come on! Let's get this show on the road! We need to find that iron!
Hang on! I think you'll want to hear the bad news too.
It'll keep. I have infernal iron to find.
Karlach, believe me, this isn't something you should...
Let's move!
At least let me show you where to look. I'm not sure the infernal iron will still be there, but I can show you a few places of interest.
Let's move. Should get started.
Hear that? All I need is a second bit of infernal metal, and I'm cured. This is so exciting. Let's make tracks.
How fares the search? Maybe, but I'd need infernal iron, and a prayer that my hammer will survive the work.
We certainly will.
Just about. You shouldn't hang around too long, though.
What's the story?
What's next, I wonder?
How fares the search?
We've got a long road ahead. No rest for the wicked, I see.
You know, I've been catching myself smiling more lately. I think that's your fault.
I applaud your taste.
How fares the search?
sure.
Jahira wants to know about supplies. Will we make it home?
Just about do.
Just about.
Just about. Shouldn't hang around too long, though.
Not this again. Such a long way down.
Maybe. But I'd need infernal iron. And a prayer.
Let's see what you're hiding.
Caught with your hand in a pocket. Embarrassing. And possibly...
Quite ready for you. Nice and quiet now. Carefully now.
How can I help? I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be here in the meantime.
Greeting. Mark my words. This power would be no You might as well consume all the gate tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven. Gladly. It is done.
How fares the search?
Let's march!
Can't give up now.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the fire.
All right. What now?
Just about.
Just about. We shouldn't hang around too long, though.
Is that blood? No,
Ô,
never mind.
Ah, meu, que é isso? Que burra do caramba.
Blackets will be done.
Caralho, mano. Só tem anta nessa porra.
Looking ahead.
Não é pra você pular não, seus filhos de uma puta. Fica aqui embaixo.
What a charmer.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could.
Welcome to our humble... Wait, are you Karlach? A lot of us were in Avernus. We saw you fighting. You were so good.
Well, yeah, I guess I was. I mean, you should avoid fighting for devils if you can. But if you can't, it helps to have a good right hook.
I saw you lay out a Moor demon in 2 hits. Bam! Bam! We were all like, whoa! How'd you learn to fight like that?
Had to. Life didn't pull any punches. It was up to me to learn to take a hit and deal one back.
I've been tossed around a lot too. I want to learn how to fight back too.
From the look of things, you've got your wits about you. A clever mind and a bit of style will take you a long way. Fight with those, and you may find you never need to use your fists at all.
In that case, want to buy a lucky ring I found?
Ah! Nice try, Shorty. Keep it up, though, and you'll be scamming with the greats in no time. It is, isn't it? Hope he makes it out of this mess with his wits in one piece. I'd like to see him set up in a proper home in the city. Every kid deserves that.
Premium Check it out. We've gone legitimate, and Mole put me in charge. What do you need? I'm not supposed to mention it to anyone, but I do have something pretty special in stock. A key. What does it look like? What does it open? What treasures await behind its lock? That's for one lucky buyer to find out. Moore gave it to me and said I shouldn't let it go to just any old jackaday. No, she didn't. Ugh, fine. Last night's best bargains right here. Welcome back. Are you looking for something in particular? Pleasure doing... Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
I wonder what the next move is.
Jahira wants to know about supplies when we make it home. Burning through our oil, but it should just about do.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Just about. We shouldn't hang around too long, though.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Last night's best bargains right here.
Don't wander far. We need to talk.
Thought you'd be 10 yards tall the way Zevlor spoke of you. Sereth, Scout. Seems we missed one another at the Grove, but the others told me how you helped us. A pity. You pulled them from one death trap, only for me to land them in this one. Gone. And more than half the others with him. We were ambushed, out in the cursed lands. Cultists of this absolute. Zevlor froze, begged us to surrender. But they were toying with us, making examples. And we'd had enough of taking it. Those of us who cut free just kept running till we found this place. The others... maybe the cult got them. Maybe the curse.
We're in a dilapidated inn, surrounded by cursed darkness. Only a fool wouldn't be afraid. We've no brighter horizon ahead of us.
There's just the city. If I can get us there alive. But... thanks. It was sweet of you to try. Watch your back out there.
There's another bottle of Arabellan Dry back there. Put it on the bar, then piss off and leave me alone.
Jaheira said we should serve drinks, but that we shouldn't serve drunks.
Jaheira didn't save your ragged little tail from the cultists. I did. Oh, it's you. I'd recognize that self-righteous tone anywhere. If you're here to save the day again, you're a little late this time. Oh, sod off! I'm only here because you helped me and my family. I was ready to cut and run back at the Grove, but you had other ideas. Carl and Leo are taken in by your crap. You convinced them to play hero, and now they're gone. They're my responsibility. You go save the world, or your own arse, or whatever it is you do. I'll fix this.
Mom, good.
I don't need your help, and I don't need your pity. Dead for all I know. Or in the cult's tower with the others who were taken. They're my responsibility. You go save the world. I don't need your...
I tried telling Mr. Rowland that he'd had enough too. He didn't.
Good to see you're still breathing.
You're all right. Thank goodness. I was worried they'd got you too. I keep replaying it. Over and over in my head. They lined us up like dogs. Asherak was with the kids, telling them it was going to be all right. Maybe that's why they picked him. Told him to kneel. They took his eyes first. Then his tongue. Roland, of all people, saved us. He said he stayed in the grove because of you. And I'm damn glad of it. Without him, well, none of us would be here. Can you blame him? His brother and sister are gone. He's dealing with it as best he can. We all are. How do you do it? How do you keep going? You make it sound so easy. You've done so much for us already. But I have to ask. The others might still be out there. If they're not dead, they're in Moonrise. And gods have mercy on anyone in that hell's pit. Thank you. Just be careful up there.
What I won't do is send...
He still won't speak. Just keeps going with the bloody song.
Nothing of use on his person.
His original writ of duty, signed by Eltan himself. Fella must be one of the very first Flaming Fist.
He must know something. Let's not give up on him yet. I don't suppose you found a way into the towers? I trust you will do everything you can to free the Duke. But in case you don't find a way, I'll be heading to Baldur's Gate to seek reinforcements. The Council sent a carrier pigeon with news that the city has been dealing with absolutist attacks. The Steel Watch is holding strong. I'll request that Lord Gortash send some of them to aid in the fight against Moonrise. The curse won't harm them.
Holy shit. That's my old boss. The guy who sold me to Zariel.
You know the name Gortash, a councillor with considerable influence on Baldurian industry and politics. But he is no lord.
The Steel Watch are the future of warfare. Gondian automatons that can be sent into battle without risking any lives. Except those of our enemies. Lord Gortash had only completed work on the prototypes before Ravengard and I left for Elturel, but even they were formidable. With the Steel Watch at our backs, we can storm the tower whatever Ketheric throws at us, I'm sure of it. I'll do my best, but there's every chance I'll fall to the curse or the cult before I reach the city. Don't count on me and assume no aid is coming. Work with Jaheira. That Harper's mind is as sharp as her blade. Follow her guidance. Farewell. We'll meet again, God's willing. The journey back to...
So Gortash is a lord now. I'd like to clap eyes on this Steel Watch of his. You already know the story. I was Gortash's bodyguard, loyal as they come, when he made the deal with Zariel. She got a test subject for her infernal engine. I never found out what he got. This is the kind of man who gets a title. Authority. Makes me sick. Oh, the city. Baldur's Gate.
Heard you're meant to be heading toward the towers. With a single word, Floric could charge the coast's most powerful force with taking back. We ought to be doing just that. Not... and yet.
Flame Color. That's your name, isn't it? Art Color? We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken. A Grand Duke. You might... We found him out in the shadows, just... wandering.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
If you know how to get through to him, don't hesitate.
The patient is physically well, but psychologically detached, dissociated from himself.
He's been in the Shadowfell. All memories will have been stripped away. We need to remind him who he is. Some personal effects, maybe?
His fingertips sport calluses and toughened skin, as if from manual labor, or playing a stringed instrument, perhaps.
If he does, he isn't sane. This was in his pocket. He doesn't seem to have any reaction to it now, but he held on to it for 100 years anyway.
Some parchment there.
Waiting for the sun forever. Monsters snuffling and stalking in the shade where we are walking. So he was at the House of Healing. I wonder what he found. Monsters snuffling and stalking in the shade where we are walking.
No, not till I met Art anyway. It seems to be all he remembers. Thank you.
Monster.
No, thank you.
We're discussing fist business.
An extra blade?
Nice to see a friendly face come up.
Please, be welcome. Have a drink.
Oh, my gods!
To your very good health.
Yeah. I mean, it's an honor, milady.
I will gladly drink to your health as well, Garlac. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it? Look around you. Good men, good women. Stranded here, 2 feet in the grave. If we're to survive, I have no choice but to trust you. Can I? Good. Because I'll cross your heart myself if you break it. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago. Believe me, he was well and truly dead. I locked his corpse in the Thorn Mausoleum myself. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketheric Thorn live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless. But experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketheric is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight. Without a cure for your infection, your days are numbered too. Yet you selflessly offer to spend them fighting alongside us. I like you. I promise I will do everything I can to make sure you survive this. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Ketheric's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. You're not our only secret weapon. Isobel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely. Isabel's in her room upstairs.
Rest while you can. Just not in the beds.
Isabel's in her room upstairs. She'll be...
Your move, Maul.
You trapped me? I didn't even want to take this one.
Kalimshan rules, dear. The first piece touched is the first piece moved.
That's garbage! No matter where the night goes, I'm gonna lose it!
Then make the sacrifice useful. Guard your Mistra, or come for my Cyric.
What's going on here?
Look who made it! For once, I saved your butt out there, didn't I? We're square now, Chief. Say, do you play lance ball by any chance? It's my first time playing.
The keen gleam in Maul's eyes reveals the lie. She knows the game well, and she wants to win.
Sure, and I'm Zariel's firstborn. Don't be distracting me. Hells, thought I had you.
They always do. You came close, though. All you needed was a dash more courage. You will remember that, won't you? When you consider my offer. What a lovely specimen she is. A blushing apple begging to be plucked.
Please let me smack this creep.
She might have won, you know. If you hadn't been so hell-bent on exposing my truer nature. She'd never take your word for it, not with my angelic complexion. But don't you worry about Moll. It goes without saying she still has the unconditional freedom to choose the only option she has left. Besides, I do enjoy being in this neighborhood again. It has such a rich history of abject tragedy. And tragedy, my friend, well, there's my bread and bloody butter. She lost. She is lost. It's only a matter of time before the apple is plucked. But enough about my lesser pursuits. Why bother with trifles when I'm in the illustrious presence of my very favorite client? Tell me, oh apple of my eye, how have you been? You don't have any gills to get green around yet, but you do look a little worse for wear in this light. All in good time, dear. See you soon.
Last night's best bargains, right here. Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
I didn't realize I had an audience. The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you. Myself and Our Lady are doing what we can to hold the line. I hear you and your tadpole will be our offense. Free from the Absolute's influence, yet able to walk among cultists. It's almost too good to be true. But I'd be a poor cleric indeed not to avail of a blessing when I see one. Let me guess. Jaheira sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric.
It hurts.
Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse, which will get you closer to the towers. But there are places it won't help. Places where the curse is darker, stronger. The cultists are able to traverse even the deepest shadows, though. I don't know how. The Harpers are trying to figure it out.
Selûnite magic. Dark Lady, forgive me.
Good nose. Like a nasty little terrier. Ketheric is a frightening man. But you have something he doesn't. Allies worth having. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that? Something's wrong.
Hello, Isabel.
Marcus, is that you? What's happened to you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketheric himself. You have not known tranquility until you have felt the Absolute's embrace. That, I can promise you.
The Absolute. Of course. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketheric will never give you whatever it is you've been promised.
He already has. Time to go, Isabel.
Watch this!
Swift and lethal. This is your end.
You'll make excellent fertilizer.
Strike hard, strike fast.
What's going on?
E ele?
Eat it.
I will ascend.
have to keep going.
Isabel, are you all right?
I'm fine.
Marcus has been with us since the start. They've been tracking us this whole time. And that was no random attack. You were the target, Isabel. They know how important you are. But they don't know about you. Kedrick will strike again. We need you to strike first. Discover the source of his invulnerability. Make him mortal so we can make him bleed. Good luck.
We're in more danger than I knew. If something happens to me, everyone in this inn is dead. Like that. Let's hope your cunning is as strong as your optimism. You're the key to all of this. No mercy. For Ketherick will have none on you.
Traitors among us. A child taken. And still I can only feel relief. If they had taken Isabel too, Agreed. We must end the threat at Moonrise altogether. I trust that you will. Then speak. The same way hoppers learn of anything. Poking noses where they don't belong. We sent an agent to infiltrate this cult. The latest fad among the city's bored nobility, I thought. Until that same agent returned and tried to plant a knife in my neck. My first encounter with a true soul. I'm glad ours ended on friendlier terms. From there, I made some inquiries of my own. Saw firsthand how easily the cult could turn friend to foe with but the twist of a tadpole. And so I gathered my harpers and came to the source. Moonrise Towers. Ugh. Some crusty ballad monger, I expect. They have me slaying gods or laying with them, depending on the bard. There are as many versions of a tale as there are people to tell it. Let that satisfy you. And anyway, the heroics of old have done seeming... We fight, we die, and we just hope that when our time comes, there is someone else to take our place. The songs would have you believe we saved the realm's entire. Perhaps we did. They simply refused to stay saved. The shadows haven't consumed you. Good. Then speak. The same way. And so...
Just what we please together,
as I
waiting for the sun forever. Breathe quiet. Move with care.
Hear me, Moon Maiden.
My hand slipped.
I didn't realize. The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you. Myself, free. It's... It'll make you a... But there are... The cultists are...
Selunite magic.
Good nose. Like a nasty little terrier. Catherine, while you're busy in the tower...
I've been blessed. You can be too. You have no...
The absent... You can't believe...
Time to go. Come along, Isabel. Let's get this over with.
You'll make excellent fertilizer.
Taste my fury. position.
Your penance will be paid now.
What's going on? General Ketherick wants her alive, at any cost.
Poor fucker.
What do I have to lose? All right.
Got to press on. Taking position.
Take you.
Ciara.
Jimmy on the go.
Time to press ahead.
On the move.
No one back home will ever...
Let's just go already. But we don't even know the way to Moonrise.
Isabel, are you... Market... And that... But they don't... Discover this...
We're in more danger than I knew. If something... Let's hope you're the key to all of this. No mercy. On with you. Unless you want to come back to a gaggle of shadow-cursed harpers. I know you won't. Go on, then. Moon and shadow. Light and dark. Divine sisters, ever at... Sometimes, life forces us to choose sides. Luckily.
Traitors among us. A child taken. Honesty will... You have the honor of... I trust that you will. Then speak. They have me slaying gods, or laying with them, depending on the bard. 'Twas a lifetime ago. We fight, we die, and we just hope that when our time comes, there is someone else to take our place. The song, they simply refute. The shadows haven't consumed you. Then speak, the same way hoppers learn of... We sent an... Until that... I'm glad ours ended on friendlier terms. From there, I made some inquiries of... And so I gathered my harpers and came to the source. The shadows haven't consumed you. Good. Then speak. Until... From there, I... And so I gathered my harpers and came to...
We're gone. Even if she did, it doesn't matter. Mole needs us. I know, but we need a plan.
More than prepared.
Still breathing, despite everything.
God, blood, this is heavy.
It's for a good cause.
Aye. Our artist.
Jahira wants to know about supplies.
How fares the search? Well, all right. This shouldn't take long. Same as last time. You'll need to install it yourself. This should do the trick.
There. So did it work?
Only one way to find out.
Thank you. I can't believe it. Thank you, Damon. Thank you so much.
It's the least I could do. Before you go, there's something I need to tell you. That engine of yours, it's contained for the moment, but it's just too hot to exist here in the material plane indefinitely. I know you know that, but the thing is, there's a cure. I wasn't making any headway with the mechanics, none at all. The environment here is just too cold to sustain metals like the ones inside you. You have to return to Avernus. For good. Or this thing is going to burn you up from the inside out. And sooner than you think.
The minute I set foot back in Avernus, Zarya will force me back into service. I'm not doing her bidding again. I'd rather die.
I get that, but don't rule it out. The world just might be better with you in it. Even in Avernus. I won't stop trying to figure out a cure, but at this point, I think we all have to face the inevitable.
Right? All this doom and gloom. I have something far more exciting on my mind than this bloody tin box. Thanks, Damon, really. You've given me more than...
It's been my pleasure.
This is the best day. The best day! Listen, I'm never going back. If you said I could die right now or live 1,000 years in the Hells, I'd choose to go out now with my freedom intact. I don't expect anyone to understand that. But I've been dealt a hand most people don't have to contemplate playing. You heard Damon. There is no solution. It's hell or bust. But I don't want to talk about this now. I've been given a huge gift. And for the first time in a decade, there are people I care about all around me. Let me enjoy that. Please. Thanks. Soldier.
Sold a pair of boots to that traitor. Can't believe it. Take care now.
It ain't pretty, but it can take a beating. It'll need to. Cleric's magic won't hold out the darkness forever.
Haven't we waited long enough for that?
We'll wait as long as it takes.
As long as it takes for what?
The winds to blow in our favor.
God, blood, this is heavy.
It's for a good cause.